Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to Naruto Shippuden episode 3. What happened last time?
Last time we're gearing up to the Bell Test 2.0, as well as Gaara is the Kazekage, which is pretty crazy, and the Akatsuki just showed up to the Sand Village. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I doubt it's anything good.
If you guys enjoy the reaction, the last episode if you're interested. Also, subscribe, like the video. Really helps us out when you guys do that stuff. But also, if you just can't wait for the next video, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/boldcast. For early access, you get a week ahead, which is 5 episodes as the time we're recording this. And you also get 5 uncut episodes ahead as well, because we post the uncuts for our higher tier as well. We also got a bunch, that's just scratching the surface of all the content we got over there. So go check that out and check out some of the perks, what you might be interested in. That's a good way to support us and to get some dope shit for yourself. Hope you guys enjoy reaction to Naruto. I'm going to get right into it after I tell you this is not a market substitute. Watch on Netflix, watch on Crunchyroll, support the official release, buy the manga, buy Blu-rays, buy merchandise, whatever you got to do. Support the official release. We are not a substitute for the official release. We use some of the footage to inform you on what we're talking about so that you understand like what we're referring to when we're reviewing and reacting to the show. But again, not a substitute for watching on legal channels. Go do all that good stuff. We assume you've already seen it. Let's get into this Naruto Shippuden episode 3. Let's go.
He was trapped in midair, so he used his shadow clone jutsu to move himself out of the way.
Pretty smart.
Sakura.
Protect the bridge builder.
Of that. He's growing up right before my eyes.
They look so different. The style was so different.
Oh. So what happens when you use only one shadow clone instead of 500 that don't do anything?
You've matured, haven't you, Naruto? However, you still have a ways to go. It's obvious you're as impatient as ever. You attacked before I even had a chance to say start. Don't be in such a hurry. I didn't say start.
Some things never change.
Now let's do this properly. Ready? Start.
Netflix in the corner said last time it was smoking and self-harm, and this time it's like smoking fear and self-harm.
I didn't see that. It says fear?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's how you know it's an edgy show, when they warn you about the fear. Yeah, now that you mention it, there wasn't much, there was some fear in original Naruto.
I don't know why they don't just say violence.
I guess fear is more shocking than violence to some people. So they didn't win the Bell Test last time. Do you think that they're gonna do it now? What's your prediction? Or is Kakashi gonna pull one over on them again?
I don't know. I think they might win. I'm interested to see what Sakura is gonna do.
Bold of you to assume that she'll do anything.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah, okay.
Now let's do this properly.
Although Sakura didn't, like, jump the gun.
Start.
Oh, come on! I can't believe he tricked me again! You big dummy!
It's a way more, like, hidden village, the Sand Village.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only notifier is this weird mountain. The Akatsuki theme.
You've done good work. Do you remember who I am? How could I forget? Lord Sasuke. Of course he remembers. It wouldn't be much of a jutsu if he didn't. They're still loyal servants after regaining their memory.
Guy's just cruising around like a snail, and I don't really like it.
Thank you, Yura, but we'll go first.
It's got nail polish.
Is it ready? Good, it's done. You can watch from here, Sasori, my man.
Interesting.
attack from above.
Oh, it's so epic.
The one-tailed Shukaku's Jinchuriki host, Gara of the Desert. Let's see what he can do.
So he's going after Gara.
Now what are you gonna do, Sakura? Right above, left behind. Only one place left.
What ridiculous.
Fucking Groundhog Kakashi.
Nicely done.
So, looks like the fifth Hokage's been teaching her more than just medical ninja.
Same quick temper and monster strength. Nowadays turned Sakura into a mirror image of herself.
Kakashi Sensei,
Huh?
found you, didn't I?
Really should stop acting like such an idiot when I'm around Sakura. If I don't, she's gonna kill me.
She infuses her chakra together, focuses it into her fist, and releases it all at once. Something like that requires incredibly precise chakra control.
Perfect for Sakura, I
Jutsu
suppose.
combined with monstrous strength. After all, she's more of a genjutsu type. She might just become a better kunoichi than the fifth Hokage. You had your shot. Now it's my turn.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. See? So there's hope yet. for
I
Sakura.
said that there was.
You doubted the entire time.
That's one. Two.
Is that a little
Three.
camera?
They only have 3 guards watching the skies. I can't help but appreciate the architecture of this village. It's so artistic. Just another reason why it's truly worth destroying. Ha!
I was gonna say, I wonder if, like, each of the villages somehow has someone like Gaara or Naruto with a spirit inside of them, and they're going for, like, to get all of those for themselves. The Akatsuki, I mean. That's my current theory.
There he is. The first thing a shinobi must learn is to conceal his presence and remain hidden. This is completely different from that time before. Well, they understand that much. They've hidden well. Huh?
You and me, right now, fair and square. Let's go.
You know, compared to the others, you're a little bit weird. Time for today's lesson. This is Shinobi Battle Skills Rule number 1, Taijutsu.
Ha! Gotcha! One shot!
Well, I don't doubt that.
Pretty good if you can't hit me. That was a close one.
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Fine, bring it.
Those bells are mine! Get back here! Dancing Leaf Shadow!
Remember that one?
That's the attack Bushy Brow uses!
It's Kakashi Sensei's copy ninjutsu!
I forgot about that. That's so cool.
Now, where do I find the real one?
Right over here!
Once again, announcing himself. Ah!
Commercial break right there.
Darn it! I thought I had him for sure that time!
I thought that was the end for me. More ways than one.
Oh my god.
He's all worn out.
Although I was hoping to find out how this next volume
Please have a slightly different strategy. Ooh.
Oh shit. Friendly fire Sakura.
What a pain. Looks like I won't have time for reading. Now then, what should I do next?
I don't like this. Like made out of paper almost. How would you not notice that?
Huh? Where'd that weird thing come from? They're not weird, they're perfect. What the? Look at those fools. They have no appreciation for art.
Just make paper mache or something.
Art. And true art is an explosion.
Playing dirty.
Sakura, you gotta help me. I gotta
Is he
wait for
still like
the
12 years
work.
old?
I was able to escape. Please help me.
Too bad he's not real. I'd give almost anything to be able to talk with Sasuke for a while. Release! I don't want to play with your illusion. Naruto, Kakashi Sensei's behind that tree there.
Darn it.
Don't worry, I got this handled.
Well, Kakashi Sensei,
Yeah?
is there something you wanted to say? I'm not exactly sure I heard you clearly before.
Shinobi Battle Techniques Part 2. Genjutsu.
If you think we're gonna fall for that old trick again, you're crazy.
We wouldn't be that stupid.
Really? I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Check it out. The bell slipped off his belt.
No, Naruto, don't!
You see? You still fall for the same old tricks. Huh?
There's no way I'd fall for a dumb old trick like that.
Substitution jutsu.
Darn it!
Why don't you ever listen to me, you idiot?
So the same old tricks won't work on you, huh?
Sakura needs to disguise herself as Naruto and then get close, and then Naruto needs to make a bunch of clones, and then all she needs to do is get close enough to him and get one good punch.
Suited up.
That's as far as you go. Ooh.
He looks so zen now.
Yeah,
Like, he looks like he's just a fucking monk at this point.
he looks really chilled out. That's why I said he kind of looked like a schoolboy.
Yeah.
Like just
Originally, I think he did, but now he's just
No,
like
no,
it's so blank. It's almost like he's detached himself. Like he's on like another plane. It's crazy. They really give off that kind of vibe. What do you think of that one?
that was good. They're really getting right into it.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
It's really awesome. I don't like those little spider things that blew off everyone's face.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's obviously made out of that stuff that he had in his little pouch. His hand like eats it, and
It's
then
like how you tie a cherry, kind of like tie like cherry. How people like tie cherry stems.
in there.
It's
Well,
like how like just or molding it. He's like molding it with his fingers and with the mouth in his hand.
the mouth like chews it up into like a paste. So I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like paper mache. Not really, but it's like sculpting something, and they sound like they're made out of paper, which is interesting. And we know that paper can be bombs, so I wouldn't doubt it if they were literally paper. Yeah. So how many are in the Akatsuki? Do they know? Did they say? There's like a picture of all of them.
We can look at that. I don't think they ever gave a number. There's this.
There's another one that like there's 9 of them. How many villages are there?
There's 5 great nations, but there are other villages.
Okay.
There are many other villages. Like the grass is another one. There's also waterfalls. There's a bunch.
Yeah, I was just wondering because obviously they're going after Gaara and Naruto, and both of them have some kind of spirit inside of them. So it makes sense. It would 100% make sense if they're going after Naruto to also go after, like, why wouldn't you also, like, if that's what if you're after the fox, the sand spirit is also very powerful, and would be, if you were into that kind of thing, you might as well get both of them.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I don't know if there are any more things like that, but if there are, then that would be interesting. That would be interesting if they were trying to, sort of as a group, obtain all of those ancient powers for themselves. I don't know how they would go about that necessarily, but that would be interesting, I guess. If I guess that's like what I can put together from their goals, and I don't know if it's just Naruto and Gaara or if there's more, but that would seem to be, you know, they would want that kind of power for themselves, would seemingly be what I think they're kind of doing. It wouldn't make any sense to just, like, they don't seem like the type to be like, oh yeah, let's capture Naruto and Gaara just so we can fight against them and test our skills. That doesn't seem to be the case.
Interesting theories going on.
Also, Sakura, super cool. She's just like Tsunade.
Blowing shit up.
The real question is, why couldn't she have been at least, like, I don't know, like,
that cool.
Yeah, like, not, like, a fraction of as cool as that previously. But, I'm really excited to see that. That gives me a lot more faith in this, that it's going to, a lot of the problems that I had with the first part of Naruto seem to be a little bit more solved, even just by that, even just by Sakura being really cool. Gives me a lot more faith that they're not, that maybe the other side, and also that all the other side characters are already at least tuning as well.
Well, yeah, and also Tamari is a fucking
and she's
Jonin.
a Jonin. So Tamari was also always kind of a bit of an exception. She was always a little bit more relevant and a little bit more badass than everyone else.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just promising to see so much of that.
It's really exciting stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, the Kakashi just seems like an old man now.
Yeah, he's like getting all worn out and he's just like, Jesus Christ, this is just so much
you've
easier.
only had one set of students in your life. And he's like, man, I'm getting way too old for this.
He's literally maybe like 29 years old at this point or something. Like, he's not that fucking old.
Yeah. But that's pretty funny. The whole fight
I
is
love
really
when
cool.
she breaks up in the floor and Kakashi's like, ah! Like,
Did not expect that at all.
Caught with his fucking pants down. It's so awesome.
Naruto trying to do the, 1,000 Years of Death.
That was,
That's so good. And Kakashi was,
so
like,
close.
actually scared in that moment.
He's just like, I almost lost. Or what did he say? He's like, that would have been it for me or something.
Yeah. It would have been... See, this is Naruto's classic thing. He still hasn't learned not to announce himself when he's coming in for a secret attack.
Yeah.
I guess part of that attack is announcing it.
Yeah.
But he could, if he had just waited a couple seconds longer.
And yeah, it's really awesome to see. And they're obviously going through all of the different ninja arts or whatever. The different, like, taijutsu, genjutsu,
Yeah, he's
ninjutsu.
Using because like that's kind of what he did the first time of like,
Yeah.
oh, can you handle this? Can you handle that? Can you and
it's also more so it's just a tool to tell the audience, like, who maybe just starting with this one.
They can see how far they've come.
Yeah.
Or if they were watching, like, I don't know how many years it took to get to this point. So even if you had been watching from the beginning, but you were literally, you started when it first came out and you watched week to week that entire time, you probably would have forgotten over the past 5 years just how similar.
Yeah, it must have taken about 5. I think, yeah, Naruto was 2002, and I think this started 2007. So that makes sense. That kind of works out.
I was gonna ask, does it ever transition to...
It does.
What? Okay.
In the first, I forget how many, in the first 100 episodes, between now and 100 episodes, it'll be good. So yeah,
The characters are drawn quite differently. It's interesting.
differently.
Even Kakashi, I don't know. He looks like cuter for some reason.
Yeah, well, the eyes. It's
Yeah.
like it's way less flat. There's way more shine. There's way more, and it's way more like on model. A lot of the times, like part of the charm of early Naruto in part 1 was how like crazy the designs were and like how sharp everything was and everything. But as it goes on, even in the manga, it's theorized that Kishimoto got more and more of his assistant to handle more and more of the drawing while he did more of the writing. Obviously, I think he did storyboards and sketches, and the writing was pretty much entirely him. And it's not fully confirmed, but as it goes through Shippuden more and more, like when you see this style of drawing, and into Boruto, it's his assistant was drawing a lot of the characters. So it makes sense, and that his assistant's style, I don't know the name of the assistant, but that person's style is way more consistent than Kishimoto's, who was way more like energetic and like, you know, free flowing, which is his style. So that's why people kind of look different. But yeah, I do know what you mean. Like, yeah, he does look very different. They all kind of do, but especially Kakashi.
I feel like everyone does. I really like it. It's not too much to the point that it looks completely different. But it definitely is a bit sharper. The outlines seem more consistent, and they have the varying thickness as well.
Yeah, and it's
in
more
the outlines.
Proportionate. Like,
See, like Kakashi's eye looks like quite different than previous. I don't know. I kind of like it. I like it that it's not too different. They still look the same, and they don't look that different, but they look different enough.
It's also especially noticeable because we're seeing it side by side with
exactly.
early Naruto, which was even more extreme of that style than all, like, as the most extreme point in it was like the thing that they're referencing. But yeah, it is way more on model a lot of the time, and it's cool. It looks way more professional for sure. Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
No, I'm excited to see. I'm hoping next episode the bell test is going to wrap up, and also we're going to see Gaara fight maybe.
Our fight, Art Man, who's obsessed with art, apparently.
Yeah, and art is explosions. Seems like a real nice guy. I'm sure he just wants to talk to Gaara.
Of course.
Yeah, that's...
So the first one was, the first guy was Sorcery, and then I forget if we heard this guy's name. I won't say it for now, just in case.
We did, but I don't remember what it was.
We heard the blonde guy's name?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You're 100% sure?
I'm like 99%
okay,
sure.
then yeah, it's Datara.
Yeah.
So it's Sorcery and Datara. Yeah. Cool shit.
And
we don't know what villages they were from. We heard at the end of the episode that they all deserted their villages. They're all rogue ninja, and we haven't seen, like, the blonde guy's hair was covering his headband. We don't see the headband on anywhere on the other guy at all.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm interested to see what is going to happen with that. We'll see.
We will see. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Subscribe, like the video. Really super helps us out when you guys do stuff like that to our videos. It actually really makes a big difference, so we hope you subscribe. Hope you leave a like on the video. Maybe leave a comment if you're interested in that. But if you just can't wait for the next Naruto episode or whatever you're interested in, you can get a week ahead on Patreon. For Naruto, that means 5 episodes ahead, as well as if you check out our highest tier, that's on a week of uncuts ahead as well, a week of the episode and the uncut. So, and you get access to all the uncuts for Shippuden going forward as well. So, if you just can't wait, go to patreon.com/boldcast. That's in the description. But we hope you enjoyed, most of all, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Celetius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukahara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Tara.
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.